Are you trying to get approved for a credit card or a loan? Stay tuned because I'm about to give you all the tips and tricks that you need to set yourself up for an instant approval. What's up, everybody? So listen, I know. You're trying to figure out how to get instant approvals like the ones you hear everybody else talking about. Don't worry, I'm about to give you all the tips and tricks on how to get those instant approvals, or at least set yourself up to get those instant approvals. The first thing that you need to do is pull your credit report so that you can figure out what your credit score is. If you have a low credit score, then you definitely don't want to apply for a credit card or a loan because one, you're going to be denied. Now, even if you don't get denied for that credit card or that loan and you have a low credit score, what's going to happen is, child, they're going to hit you with a high interest rate. And we're not doing high interest rates. So you want to make sure that you pull your credit report so that you at least know where you stand on your credit score. The next thing that you want to do is, if you do have a low credit score, you want to begin to start paying those debts off, or paying your credit cards on time so that you can get a better advantage over being approved. When you apply for a credit card and you have a low credit score, it signals to the lender that you're not trustworthy, that you don't pay your bills on time, and that they probably won't get their money back. So you want to make sure that you bring that credit score up. Now let's talk about a few of those lenders, some of the top banks that most people try and get a credit card with, like Chase and Bank of America. Well, with Chase, they have a 524 rule, And this rule simply means if you've opened a card within the last 24 months with any lender, you may not get approved, because that signals to them that you are overextending yourself on your credit lines. Now let's talk about Bank of America, because they're one of the bigger banks as well that most people apply for. Now with Bank of America, they have a 2-3-4 rule. And with their 2-3-4 rule, they do not want you to have acquired 2 credit cards from them within the last 2 months. They do not want you to have acquired 3 credit cards from them within the last 12 months. And they do not want you to have acquired 4 credit cards within the last 24 months. So if you fall into any of those categories, more than likely, you're going to be denied by Bank of America. Now, the next thing you want to do is take a look at your debt to income ratio. This is simply the amount of income you have coming in against the amount of debts that you have. You want to make sure that your debt to income ratio is low, or even if it's not low, you want to make sure you start working on lowering it before you apply for the loan, because what will happen is the loan provider will take a look at that. And if they see that you have a high debt to income ratio, more than likely they're going to deny you, because you're signaling to the bank that you do not manage debt well, or that you are not managing your income well, or that you're living above your means. Now, the next thing you do not want to do is, when you're finally ready to go ahead and apply for that loan, do not put self-employed. You can put something else, even if you are self-employed. You can put the title of what your position is. Even if you own the business, put the title. You can put the name of the business. But listen, Linda, listen. Don't put self-employed. Write the name of your business if you're self-employed, or write what your title is if you're self-employed. Because self-employment signals sometimes to most lenders instability in income. So you definitely don't want to write self-employed. Write your title or write the name of your business. The next thing you want to do is make sure you wait at least 3 months between applying for different types of lines of credit. Now, say for instance, if you're the lender and you go and look at someone's application and you see that they've applied for a Macy's card, they've applied for American Express, they've applied for a home loan, they've applied for a car loan, all within 30 days, that would signal to you as well that they are not a good manager of their debt or their money. So you want to make sure that you put some space and some leeway between the time that you apply for different type of loan instruments. Now, if your back is really up against the wall and you're saying there's no way to do anything that you have just said, which there's always a way to do at least some of what I just said. But if there's just no way that you could do anything that I just said, you could always apply for a secured card. And what a secured card is you will give a deposit in exchange for the bank offering you a credit card. Once they see that you pay on time and that you're handling your debt well, they usually will release your secured deposit back to you. So you give them money in good faith, stating that, hey, hold this as a deposit until I prove that I handle my debt well and that I'm going to pay on time. So if that's your last resort, you can definitely use a secured credit card as your means to try and get approved for a credit card. Another strategy that I would suggest using is if you know in advance that you need to apply for maybe a car loan, a credit card, a home loan, or anything like that, and you need a quick approval, I would suggest months before, maybe even 6 months before, becoming an authorized user on someone's account who has excellent credit on their credit card history. That way, by the time it's time for you to apply for the loan, you will have adopted their good credit history, which would increase your credit score. But you still want to make sure that you lower your debt to income ratio. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Terry on Demand, where we're giving you the hottest information that you want to know about. Do me a favor, go ahead and click that subscribe button, smash that like button, and share this video with somebody who you know will benefit from this information. Listen, check out the description box where you can pick up my new ebook that I've just written just for you. Have a great day and see you on the next episode.